Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, calls on major carbon-emitting countries to take urgent action on climate change during his address at the Honiara Summit on Sustainable Development Goal SDG 14.4. Marape highlighted the impacts of climate change on sustainable fisheries in the Pacific and stressed the need for industrial polluters to address the crisis affecting the region's marine resources. Sharon now with the details.
Papua New Guinea Prime Minister Honorable James Marape calls out the big carbon footprint holder countries to seriously address the issue of climate change. Prime Minister Marape made the call during the Honiara Summit on Sustainable Development Goal SDG 14.4 high-level session yesterday when addressing the issue of sustainable fish stock in the Pacific region. He said the issue of sustainable fisheries and climate change impacts on the Pacific region's marine resources should be taken to the big industrial polluters.
Sustainability has been part of Pacific life for centuries. We've traveled high oceans for centuries. We've managed our fish stock for centuries. The ocean is our supermarket. The ocean is our garden. The ocean is our life. No one needs to lecture us on fish sustainability. It is our lifestyle. This lecture should be taken to the big industrial polluters on the face of planet Earth and those who have sponsors or their countries a host of illegal fishing that comes out and plunder our oceans every time. Because they are the one causing non-sustainability of ocean resource in our part of the world. The Pacific Ocean is the biggest space on the face of planet Earth. Leaders of our Pacific acknowledged this is a global asset, global resource. That is why they carved out the Blue Pacific continent, the Blue Pacific strategy, to ensure we are compliant to SDG number 14. By the way, SDG number 14 arrived later. My Pacific people practice sustainable fisheries for millennium of years. As we march to 2030, I wonder how many SDGs all nations on the face of the planet, especially the big polluters, big holders of carbon footprint, USA, China, Japan, India, Europe, all of you are partners sitting here with us. You have caused sea level rise, not my Pacific. And if there is any sense of morality left in you, take this message back to your countries.
Prime Minister Marape said PNG will start sinking any illegal fishing boat caught in their seas. He adds the Pacific region shouldn't be lectured on the issue of fisheries sustainability.
Whilst we're a small island state, we are a big ocean nation, and I rally the consciousness of every Pacific Island leaders to rise up and fight for our resources. Let us not be lectured on sustainable development. We are practitioners of sustainable development. It is time all of you are partners on the table. China, Australia, our own Australia, USA, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, stop your illegal fisheries in our waters. Stop it, because they exacerbate unsustainable fisheries in our waters. Solomon Island doesn't have the capacity to plunder Solomon Island waters. Papua New Guinea doesn't have the capacity to plunder my waters, let alone Pacific. All the small island nations do not have capacity to plunder their oceans. The plunder is taking place by illegal fishers, and I want to ask United Nations, advocate for stopping of illegal fishing in our waters. Papua New Guinea is going out sinking boats now. If I catch illegal fishing in my country, I will sink all the boats. I've signed up defense cooperation with USA already. A bigger part of the intent is to assist with US military to sink all illegal fishing in my waters. And I speak as the second biggest holder of EEZ in this family of nations. So let's stop illegal fishing. That will, in a big way, cease the plunder of resources and enable us to have sustainable fisheries management in our Pacific.
SIBC News understands in 2021, the Forum Fishery Agency FFA estimated the value of tuna involved in IUU fishing activity in the Pacific was more than $300 million. This highlighted the substantial financial losses incurred due to illegal fishing practices. Sharon Nanau, SIBC TV.